They glow. They don't even need power. See, that's what's neat. That's all that green thing, right? Anyway, flip the thing. Let's go. Let's get over with the suspense. Ladies and gentlemen, $122,000 from our friends at Nova Scotia Power and Emera Company. Let's go. Give it up. Give it up. Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it, buddy.
Hi, my name's Laura Evans-Fader, and I'm here with my twins, Kinsey and Kendra Fader. We're from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and we'd like to thank Emera.
The IWK Health Center. Healthy families, the best care.
Another homegrown company, Emera, of course, now a regional player in energy as well, with holdings over in the United States. So once again, to the good people who work at Emera, Nova Scotia Power Incorporated, thank you very, very much.
I think I might take a little stroll.
Why don't you? Because we have a few of our buddies over there in familiar T-shirts.
That's right. I see some CTV T-shirts, and look at this. It's a great sign because they're actually on the phone. Darlene. Oh,
it's Mary from Edward. Thank you for calling the IWK Telethon.
There you go. You just saw her take a phone call live. Look at the turnout here. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Thank you. Good.
The phones are ringing off the hook.
They are. They are. Lots of good pledges.
Why are you here today?
I'm here because the IWK had treated my daughter well in the past, and it's always nice to help out.
Fantastic. And you know, Marnie Els is on the phone right now. So, oh, there, she heard me. Marnie is actually off on maternity leave right now because she just had her second beautiful baby right here. And Eva is probably at home with Dad right now. So we just wanted to give a shout out to Eva and Grayson from our Marnie Els. And we want to tell you to pick up the phone and call. Jackie's back again. You were here last night too. We're a committed crew. Now back to you, Steve.
Star, thank you. And again, thanks to all of our colleagues at CTV. In all of our locations, there's been a great effort this weekend in Cape Breton and in Charlottetown and in St. John by our on-air team and our technical staff. And we're very proud of them, and we're grateful to them as well. Thank you very much. Another inspiring story here, just in case you're still needing a final piece of inspiration to trigger a call. It's about Ryan Miller from Lower Sackville and Eben Higgins from Truro. They're two boys. One is only 19 months old. The other is 17 years old. But they have something very important in common, and that is cystic fibrosis, which is a disease that you may have heard about without necessarily knowing very much about. So I think the story we're about to tell you about these two amazing boys will give you a much better understanding of CF. As Ryan's family is beginning to learn what life is like with the condition, cystic fibrosis, Eben is already showing that anything is possible when you have the great inspirational help of family and the IWK. This is life.
Cystic fibrosis is a genetically inherited disease, so it means both parents carry a gene for cystic fibrosis and that the baby would have inherited a gene equally from both sides of the family.
He was 7 weeks and they said we're going to test him for the CF, and I'm like, what in the world is CF? The only thing I'd ever heard of was CP, and I'm like, what is that? That was the first thing, and because all the books were so outdated at the time, at least 5 years, nobody would even tell me what it was until I got to the IWK.
The disease itself mainly affects lungs and their digestive system. So patients that are born with CF, majority of them will require enzymes or coenzyme, so they take pills in order to digest their food properly.
I take 6 enzymes with meals and 4 with snacks. It will basically keep me regular so that I don't get sick to my stomach.
Taking pills in front of classmates in school and things like that, we usually tell parents it's better to teach the class about what they are so that the kids are very comfortable in doing that, because that can be sort of a big issue for them. They think they have CF as a disease and they might catch it. So, it's important for people to know it's something they're born with and not something that they'll catch.
It was September 26th, I believe, and so that we came in for the sweat test not thinking that we'd know anything for a while, and then that evening we got a phone call saying that he did test positive for CF. I remember talking to Paula and being like, there's got to be a mistake, this can't be Is there any way that what you're telling me is wrong?
The other major sort of organ system that's involved in CF is it does affect the lungs. They get thick, sticky mucus and infection in the airways. So all babies or older kids at the time of diagnosis would be put on aerosol therapy. So they take an aerosol 2 to 3 times a day, followed by chest physiotherapy to help loosen the mucus so they can keep the airways clear. So when I first met Ryan, when he was just initially diagnosed, he was very ill. He was very malnourished, he had no energy, wasn't absorbing his calories, so he was very sick. He just laid kind of limpless in his mother's arms. Now he's walking and running the hallways. Ryan's had other issues with his gut and digestion that aren't related to CF, so he's been in longer because of that. So he's being fed nutritionally with an IV right now while we sort out, his other issues with digestion.
I basically just do everything the same as everybody else. I play hockey, I go to school every day. I don't miss school very often for the sickness anyways. I work whenever I can. Normal things everybody else does.
Some people think CF will go away, but it's not. It's a lifelong illness. The kids are healthier today with the treatment that we're able to give, because the more active they are, the healthier their lungs are.
That's another amazing IWK story. Two stories, really, two families coming together here on the telethon. This hour is about your power. You put your power in the hour. You tell us what's power, and we'll put it on the tote board if we can get the darn thing working. This was the last total that we had, so we're working from $4,026,448.31. Okay. Sydney, standing by. Before Jay takes it away, thank you, Jason. Thank you to you and our crew and all those great volunteers in Cape Breton.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, and you're welcome, Steve, but I'm glad you mentioned it. And I just like to thank, I'm going to miss some names, but I'd like to, if you can bear with me, I want to thank, first of all, Daryl Reeves, who is our director in the truck right now, does a superb job each and every year for us. And, of course, his crew, Ed Bennett, Noel Lawrence, Kevin, Andrew, Kelly, and all the Eastlink crew. We couldn't do it. We wouldn't even be live right now if they weren't here with us. For sure. Marvin for handling all the music inside, the IWK committee, Gina, Marilyn Zisserson, Joan Cannery, Nancy Young, Charlene, Eileen, Janet, Sharon, all the women that work on the computers in the back room. They are tireless back there all day long. The crew's on the phone. This is my good buddy Warren Zisserson over here. I want to thank him for making my life so easy and such a pleasure to be down here. And I just want to say it's truly like it's a real honor to work with you guys. You're absolute pros, and I'm touched by your dedication and how heartfelt all of you guys feel and how important the IWK Foundation is to all of you guys. And I love you too. One last thing I want to say is I want to send a message to Matthew McDonald, who's always with us all day and all Saturday night as well here each and every year. I know he's doing a great job with you in Halifax, Steve, but he's been in the hearts and minds of everybody all day long. Everybody's been talking about him, wondering how he's doing, and we're really looking forward to seeing that total coming up real soon.
You know, he's not telling anybody how much money he's made with the lemonade, Jay.
I know, it's driving us crazy down here.
Well, us too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stick Rick Grant on him here pretty soon to get to the bottom.
Now he's in trouble. Rick will definitely get answers.
Rick will get the answer. Jay, once again, thank you all very much. What a terrific job from our friends up at Cape Breton. Just a wonderful effort. Thank you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 800-595-2266. This is truly the last 20 minutes of this now.
It is, and like you said earlier, if you have been waiting, the clock is ticking. So pick up the phone and make your call right now.
Lots of people standing by to take your calls. Before we go, let's get back to Prince Edward Island. Here again, another die-hard crew on the rain last night and the tempest in the teapot. Liz Rigney, great job by you and our crew and your volunteers.
Well, we are so pleased to have had Dr. Lynn with us yet again. Dr. Lynn, fantastic to have you. You're such a great addition to this wonderful telethon and to bring your services.
Oh, well, thanks very much. It's been great working with everybody here, and particularly being great to be back in Charlottetown, PEI.
Well, we're going to get ready to get our boat to cast off, so you guys can get that part ready. And I just wanted to let you, Mike, the chair of this event, say some thanks.
I want to thank my operations committee for for a wonderful job from my operations committee to set up the site and design and everything here today and for the weekend. And the weather's cooperated with us and make sure that everybody out there honors their pledges in which we've accepted today. So